It's that time again. No, not time for a normal Reno McDallas review. No, sir. Down here in the hobo jungle today, we're having a figure face-off. Fig face-off, or whatever the hell I called the damn show. So basically the idea is I compare a figure, or a wave, or a set of figures, whatever, the newest version versus my favorite version, or an older version. It doesn't really matter, but it's always going to be the newest versus something that's classic. Now, I do have the DC Direct Dark Knight Returns stuff, but I don't know where it's at, and I didn't hunt down all of my Mattel DKR stuff because it's, again, I'm kind of in flux, moving stuff around, adjusting Lonnie's collection into mine, stuff like that. So, anyway, so what we're going to go ahead and do is, first off, we will compare the accessories. Now, get that over here. So these two, it'd be unfair to really consider the full Build-A-Figure an accessory, so we're going to go ahead and leave that off. Now, he came with a batarang rope, which I have misplaced, but you can imagine it's not a real rope; it's just plastic, you know, and it's for the posing of the horse, I think. And then there is Carrie with her slingshot, and then they both each came with a stand, and each one of them had a card, which I forget that these have stories on the back of them, and I don't ever read them on the reviews, so you know, whatever. Anyway, and there's the back of hers. Security. All right. So anyway, she has, I don't remember if she came with anything else, but she came with a holster side there for your slingshot, and I don't remember if she came with anything else. I don't think she did. And I know he just came with a batarang, so I mean, honestly, no contest on that, really. The McFarlane stuff wins on accessories. Now, as for the figures themselves, we'll go to the articulation and how they look and all that, and I kind of just throw it in all together. So we'll start with this Cassie. This is, of course, the Mattel, it's the Mattel. And so she's got that there. Mine never really moved that well on that leg. Wrist. Her elbow does that. And then, of course, there's her head sculpt. Okay, and like I said before, she has the holster. And then that's that. So one of the things I really like about that, of course, is the holster. Anything that'll keep your accessory on you, I always seem to like, unless it just doesn't make sense. That kind of works. I think she even put it there in the comics. It's been a bit since I've read them. The articulation is good. So let's have a look at the other. Now, the skin tones already, you can tell, is different if you look at them. So I did, like I said, I did just review this figure. This has, like I said, it has that tool joint that I'm not the biggest fan of, but sometimes it just works for the character. Like, I get it if you do it on Spider-Man or this Robin, since she was a creepin'. Always creepin'. And so she has a lot more articulation. The thing I don't like about this accessory was, like I said, it was very rubbery. It was kind of difficult to get in her hand. Now, the sculpt is much better on this one. I mean, and she has see-through glasses, which are molded on, which you don't have to worry about, or glued in or something. But yeah, they're not going to be coming off, unless you probably mess with them. So I like that a lot better. The sculpt is just 9 times better on this. So now, I've had this for a long time, and then this one already had a scuff mark when I took it out of the package. So, I mean, really, all in all, this Mattel figure is nice, but I'm going to have to give it to the McFarlane Carrie. Now, because, I mean, just she's already one on the accessories. There's nothing else, you know? So, and then we'll take a look at the 2 Batmen. So, I've had this for a long while. Lonnie bought this for me for either my birthday or Christmas. I don't remember. But anyway, of course, there's this detail. And this has probably been brought up a million times before, but these are all reused parts from the MOTU Classics, which is part of why I absolutely love this figure. Because it's beefy, because it's like, that's how those Masters were, right? They're all big and friggin', and he's supposed to be a bigger Batman, you know? So, all in all, this is a really, really great figure. I've loved this thing for years. I've used it in all kinds of toy photography. I mean, he's an old faithful. And, of course, him being from Lonnie gives him a little bit of extra bias. Now, we'll have a look at this one. And, of course, I did just do this. One of the things I don't like, which I know it probably is, you may or may not like it, I don't really ever like a raised bat symbol on my figures. I mean, it's fine in the real suit, but if it comes as that way, but just some of the times it just doesn't look good when it's that. I mean, that, to me, that symbol at least doesn't look good raised. So that's personal preference, though. A lot more detail in the fabric creases. I mean, there's more articulation. I don't really like the head sculpt that much, though. I mean, the other one is just, this is, of course, leaps and bounds above the other one. But not to say that I don't enjoy this one, the other one. But it looks like McFarlane outdid Mattel. I'm kind of surprised. But yeah, if they would have done this head maybe just a touch different, I would have really, really been loving it. But to be 100% honest, though, for figure photography, it'll always be this classic for me just because it, means so much to me. So, I know it's a Reno McDallas review thing, but we'll just go ahead and give these guys, since nobody watches these anyway, except for me and when I'm lonely. We're going to see if any of these guys can get the door down. I know you guys have all just had a chance, but we want to do it again because that's my gimmick. So here we go. Mattel. Oh, good Lord. You should get some extra points on rebound. Wow. That's beautiful. Oops, missed. Sorry. Oh, there you go. All right. Here's this Carrie. Nope. Damn. That's a good rebound. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and be good yourselves. Remember, free the figs.